What's up, guys? Vince Ryder here. Welcome back to Vince Talk, where I guess I talk about stuff. I don't know. I feel like most of my talking about stuff is during my live streams, which I've been doing, and just doing these Vince Talks just doesn't feel like necessary much. Then again, making videos don't feel necessary because I haven't made a lot of videos this weekend. It's because I've been busy with finals and also a wedding that is, just events that has been happening. I'll just leave it at that. Events, especially one that I just got back from, which was a wedding, and it was nice. It was a lot of food, but it was a fun time. It's crazy how it's like still cool out there. I thought like here in May it's supposed to be like 80, but just that the 80 degrees just keeps vanishing. The heat keeps vanishing, and it always goes to cold weather. What's up with that? But yeah, back at it again with more whatever this is. But it's just me. Just I haven't did a Vince talk last weekend, and here I am back at it again. There is an event I'm going, which I'm questioning if I am. Going to Fanime, yeah, again, and I'm not gonna go inside. Then again, I said that last time, and I went inside anyways. But yeah, it's just one of those events that I kind of want to witness on my own this time, and I'm not really sure, like, how long I'll be there or if I'm doing a fan meetup. I usually never do fan meetups. That's the thing. I I like to do meetups in anywhere, but I don't have the viewer base to do fan meetups. I don't even have the viewer base, or I mean subscriber base, I mean, to actually even have a good amount of people on my live streams. Then again, I hit like 10 or 11 people on viewership on my live streams. Listen, I don't do live streams a lot, but make sure to catch me during the week where I live stream, usually. And yeah, that's kind of like where you would catch me. But other than that, yeah, just things has been, usual. I feel like these Vince talks are only good when they're necessary. If I really want to talk about something that is really happening, and so far not much is happening other than my allergies. These allergies are just killing me. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's just been so extreme. Here I am in my house and I'm just like so tempted to sneeze, and I'm trying not to, but it's beginning to be difficult, especially every morning, like even with the allergy medicine doesn't do much. And it kind of sucks because especially with all the events going on, usually, around spring, like, I have to go to these events because, family is family. Fast and Furious quote, family, just the family. But it's like difficult because these allergies are just preventing me from ever talking to anyone. Here's the thing about me. I just don't want to talk to anyone if I have allergies, if I'm sick, if I feel nauseous, if I have a headache, if I'm not in a good shape to actually focus, or in a good shape at all, if I don't feel 100% most of the time, yeah, I don't feel like talking much. And even though I really do need that kind of confidence, further on when I actually reach, do collabs in the future, like that's what I need. That's what I kind of like. Just, I need that confidence and everything, but the confidence just flush out. Everything flush outs when I'm sick, you know? And that's because I've been focusing on jobs of actually that involves, just by myself other than the whole teamwork, even though that's kind of like not a good aspect to have when it comes down to working or having a career or having a dream job or something like that. You have to work with people, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work with some people within webtoon and collabs, and and also my friends as well, helping me with this channel and different ideas that I have in store. And I feel like this is the year that I need to get them started, especially moving on towards the summer. And there's a lot going on this summer. Have a lot of like vacations, stuff like that. So there will be more videos if I can get that done. But yeah, let's just get into some stuff. And also another thing, I've been having recording issues. Like usually when I record, maybe it's because of the amount of gigs and storage that I don't have available in my phone at the moment. That's why it's cutting off. And listen, I don't understand why videos that I upload, some videos just don't have sound. They don't have sound. It's beginning to be a headache whenever I upload these videos because I just want the videos good to go well. I just want to go well. Just upload it, not to worry. But there's a lot of things. I've been so used. It's kind of like second nature with this uploading and editing thing process, like putting the descriptions and stuff like that. Is second nature. But sometimes it goes by quickly to the point where I forgot a couple of things within the video, or maybe just the sound itself, and it just ruins the whole video. There's no point in uploading it. So keep that in mind. A lot of times I rely on you guys or anyone watching my videos, like, hey, like pretty much if I upload a certain episode and it's not the right episode and I name it that and you guys correct me, I usually rely on that. I guarantee you there's a good amount of videos that I uploaded in this channel where I probably got the episodes wrong. I probably got the numbers wrong. I probably got the tags and the description wrong, wrong webtoon for this particular webtoon that I'm reading in this channel. So yeah, of course I got them wrong. But I'm still trying, like definitely further on, I probably shouldn't be making mistakes at all, especially in the sub base. But sadly, my videos kind of just haven't been doing well much, especially the ones that are not really gonna hit like 1,000 views or anything like that. But I have nothing to worry because I don't even get paid. Other than that, yeah, let's continue with some. There's like some new stuff here and there that I want to get out, so I might as well get them out. I saw the Idubbz apology video, and I don't have an opinion. I feel like I need to watch it another time. That's the same thing with Hell of a Boss that I'm going to talk about later. I need to watch that another time to actually give my full analogy in some sorts. But other than that, I did see half, I guess, of the apology video that Idubbz made. And I know Idubbz a long time ago when YouTube used to be raunchy and kind of like, edgy in a sense. I remember those times where people were going at it with other channels and rants about other channels and stuff like that, just to get a view, just to get a rise or something. And I always seen Idubbz as that person, even though I'm not a fan. I just heard about Idubbz. I heard about Content Cop. I heard about the people that he's exposing. And I heard about, like, I still remember people that I follow that talk about, like, oh, Idubbz is going to make a video about this person. Oh, it's going to be crazy. And Idubbz was making an apology video, which is like, in my opinion, like, it depends on what you're apologizing for. If you're apologizing because you were edgy back then, here's the same thing with the whole Jenna Marbles thing. I feel like people, like, listen, we were all young, we were all teenagers, we were all stupid at some point. But when we grow up, we acknowledge that. And I still to this day don't understand Jenna just canceling her own channel, just stopping YouTube altogether, all because she said something offensive, like as if that's supposed to be like an apology is good enough, acknowledging is good enough, but leaving YouTube for forever. No, but then again, I don't follow Jenna. I don't know if she's making videos or not. I don't know if she moved into TikTok or other services or other social medias. I don't freaking know because I don't follow. I don't usually follow YouTubers with 1 million subscribers. And yes, of course, there's a good thing between that, but there's a lot of channels that I grew up watching that I don't watch. PewDiePie was one of them. PewDiePie was, in some cases, one of the first biggest YouTube channels that I follow. Not a surprise. Ooh, but I don't I don't like following him. I just don't. I hear about things about PewDiePie. I hear about things going on with Mr. Beast or Ludwig or any of those other channels, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, but I just don't really care to follow. It doesn't interest me. Channels within my own sub range, wherever it's like, below 100,000 or just over 100,000 even, like subscribers, I follow. I like their content. They're more easier to talk to. They're more easier when it comes down to for them to see my comment. I mean, sure, bigger channels can actually see your comment as well, but it's kind of hard, especially one that has like million subscribers. There's a bunch of people they have to deal with. But for me, I always like channels that I feel like are a bit smaller, and I pretty much follow channels that are even below 100 subscribers that influence a lot of what I do. It really drives in that inspiration. So I don't know. But Idubbz, in a sense, made an apology and happens to, you know, I guess talk about like the content, like him regretting making content about content cop or Tanamojo or saying these things, which is good to actually know the things that you're talking about and really understand how they're wrong. But at the same time, like it's just like a way for him to censor or just come back. I can't make any speculation for Idubbz, knowing that I don't have like a full grasp of the video that he made, the apology that he made. But some, YouTubers move on. We move on. A good amount of them probably forgot that what Idubbz said. It was only news that he said the N word. I didn't know that. He just said like, oh yeah, I said the N word. Like, oh okay, that's bad. I don't freaking know. Many people, especially who knows, the person next to my wall could say the N word, and I freaking would not care. I would sleep well at night because I don't know. I don't know the person. But then again, we're talking about people that I do know saying the N word. But then again, I wouldn't, hey, it's their consequences if, they do. And never ever, you should never have said the N word. Then again, you should never actually, there's certain words that you just couldn't say at all. I know the R word is like, been restricted, even though it's not. Many people probably use it. And other people itself, and then again, this is just me as a person that doesn't cuss in the channel. I cuss in some other parts, but usually on YouTube where you're watching me, particularly this channel, don't cuss. I feel like that's gonna change when I collab with some of these channels that are probably more mature or just older or more raunchier than me, in a sense where they are just cussing beyond, and I'm totally cool with that. I'm not a freaking Christian teacher. Oh, you shouldn't cuss at all. That is a sin. Don't do that. Like a Karen. But I'm not really that type of person to either care. A lot of times what I'm talking about is basically, I honestly don't care what comes out of your mouth. Say what you want and all that. The same thing when I talk about people saying stuff about my channel, and also, the haters that I get, which I do get a few, not a lot, but, I get a few. I choose, pretty much I put in myself in this community for a good reason, knowing that I would not get haters, but I was wrong. No matter where you enter, you're gonna get haters, whatever, any field or anything like that. In terms of entertainment, there's gonna be people saying what they're gonna say. They're gonna say it, and you're pretty much, you get hate that you don't deserve. I got hate that I don't deserve on some unnecessary stuff, some stuff that they think like, and it's usually by little kids, but a lot of times I don't really care to mind it, because I'm just, there's always a good percentage, good majority of people that do care what I do, that are actually genuine, nice people and stuff like that. And I heard about Idubbz, cultivating a culture. I heard about the whole thing about the Idubbz fan. God forbid I wouldn't know what the freaking fans of Idubbz even freaking looks like, or how they are, or yada yada yada. I just don't. I don't know. I don't. I don't follow Idubbz. I don't follow that kind of culture within the internet. The same thing when people following Grade Under A or Leafy or Keemstar. I look at those channels for sure. I don't care. I don't care about them at all, and why should I? Because I'm in my own lane. My content, or the community that I operate in, is very, very far away from that kind of content. Even though it was years ago when, Idols and Leafy were at their prime of that style of content, especially me, what I'm doing right now is commentary, talking about channels and talk about the news. In some sense, I'm kind of like almost there of being either like Idubbz or Leafy, except with my own style. Either talking about stuff where certain, like the content cop, like what I believe is certain people, top tier celebrities, or top channels doing stupid stuff, like the whole TanaCon incident. Of course, Tana rightfully got criticized for that. However, I totally forgot about the whole Tanamojo thing, and especially the whole content cop, because I just forgot it all. I just moved on. Pretty much that was during a time where I just don't want to come back, especially around 2018, 2017. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not coming back to those years. Those were tough. Those were tough years. But yeah, The whole Idubbz thing, I got nothing to add to it, obviously. You can already tell that I'm circling like back and forth with the whole Idubbz apology. I just letting you know that I saw it. I understand what he's going through. He's a changed man, you know? Everyone grows up. And I want to let that sink in for many people, many young watchers. Listen, we all grow up. You got to think about a lot of things in your life when you do grow up from what you did in the past, or stuff that you regret, for simply like me. When it comes down to how I was as a person, I'm still trying to develop myself. Am I fully developed? Nah, I don't really think so. Not in the best sources, I guess. But I wouldn't know that because I'm not thinking about that. There's certain things I'm just not thinking about where I realize that I really can't bring an opinion or anything because my brain is basically like, yeah, I don't want to talk about this, Vince. What are you doing? Like, let's just move on to some gaming news and some animation news. And here I am, like, yeah, you're right, But I'm just letting you know, I acknowledge it. I seen it. Boom. Also, make sure to catch me in live streams. I don't know if I mentioned that or anything. Uh, I did something, and since we're going to the gaming news, I've been live streaming a bit. I've been trying to finish Breath of the Wild. God, that game is hard to finish. And I'm trying. I'm a serious type of person. I watched the first movie. I don't care if there's like 20 movies, that were made, and there's like a 25th one that is coming tomorrow. I'm going to the first. I'm climbing up to the 25th or whatever. I mean, I'm basically doing that with Fast and Furious. Yes, the new Fast and Furious just came out. I'm gonna finish the freaking, first, second, Tokyo Drift. The name changes 9. I don't. I don't care. Give me all of them before I watch Fast X. Many people would tell me like, Vince, it doesn't matter. They're all the same movies. I wouldn't know that. Let me just watch them all, and let me just build up to those moments that Fast and Furious, the new one, comes up. And let me tell you, it is more fulfilling, at least to me, when you catch up on something. Like, you've seen all the Star Wars movies, from a kid. Now you're watching it like as an adult, like me, and then the new one comes out. It's the best feeling ever. That's the same feeling I got when I watched Avatar, and I seen the newest Avatar movie, and I'm just like, yo, this is worth seeing the first one and going to the second one. Like, it's just something fulfilling about that. And I'm doing the same within gaming with this, certain video game series, some PlayStation IPs, you know, whether it's like some of the Mario games, where some of the Sly Cooper games and Ratchet and Clank, and all these series of games that I'm playing. I always want to start out the first before I get into the newer ones, and the newer ones are hard because games be expensive nowadays. But I really want to actually play. I can't play Tears of the Kingdom after I play, Breath of the Wild. I've probably been spoiled here and there because I've been seeing different streams like Ludwig, that has been streaming it for like, like he said, like he put a stream tag, like, it's a name calling his stream like, I will not end the stream until I finish Tears of the Kingdom, like something like that. And yeah, he's going at it like days. Like, I can only imagine how long that live stream is. And I could easily do that if if I had my own place and stuff. Yeah, I really do actually want to actually you know finish Breath of the Wild, which is impossible because that's a big game. And Tears of the Kingdom, that's a bigger game. And there's a bunch of other games that I want to get to because the PlayStation Showcase is about to show up, and I don't know how I'm gonna get there. Like, I keep hearing about things for the upcoming State of Play, which is the PlayStation Showcase for PS4, PS5. And here's the thing. I usually don't really care about PlayStation much because I don't have a PS4 or a PS5. I'm poor. But I am curious about certain IPs that I want to come back, and they would actually drive me to actually somewhat get a PS5 or something like that. But I just gotta check these out and see what it's all about, because I keep hearing like, oh, the new Avatar game, and when I say Avatar, I'm not talking about Airbender. I'm talking about the Blue People Avatar. The Blue People Avatar game, that has to be a thing. And I heard it's a thing, and that's what I actually want to see more details of. I hope that Beyond Good and Evil would come. Like whatever happened to that game. GTA 6 still a deciding factor of like whether that game is gonna exist or not. Like the expectations for GTA 6 has been long winded. Sly Cooper as well. Like I don't know why I put Sly Cooper in this one. I just want another Sly Cooper game. Can you imagine how crazy that is? The amount of money that PlayStation would gather if they actually put another one. Then again, they would have to actually put another Ghost of Tsushima too. It just comes with the territory. But man, that would be cool. If like another, because listen, I'm in the bridge of actually finishing all these Sly Cooper games, including the PS3 one. I don't know how to play that, but I'm gonna figure it out in the future. And I just really keep thinking like, man, this game is such a big inspiration for so many other gamers that grew up at that time. And I would like to see another, and especially if like imagine if they announce the other old school kind of IPs. I know that pretty much already have like a new Ratchet and Clank, but I'm just imagining like what if like a new Jack and Daxter, just newer like and of course I heard something about a new Uncharted. These other games that I kind of like you can't beat PlayStation with their IPs. There's these games where, at least to me, that I love so much more. And Nintendo's cool. I'm not crazy about Zelda, but man, am I crazy about some of the PlayStation IPs. And, even throw Spyro and Crash Bandicoot in there. Crazy about them too. Still haven't played the fourth Crash Bandicoot game, but I do want to check that out. But other than that, yeah, just some upcoming stuff for upcoming, the upcoming state of play. I'm not sure what to expect. I wish I dabbled more within PlayStation if they weren't making it $70 a game, and if the freaking PS5 wasn't that damn expensive. I don't know, but moving on, we got like some new news about surrounding Vshojo. I guess something about this new character or new person. I don't know what you call it. It's a new VTuber assigned for Vshojo, and I never thought they would do it, but they did it. But man, does it feel weird to not have Silvervale, Vebe, and probably Nanners as well. Like it just doesn't feel right for Vshojo. Like where are they gonna go? Of course they're indies, they can do what they want, yada. But they gathered a community from Vshojo in a sense. Just leaving your family behind or leaving your crew behind, like that's just the disloyalty is crazy. And the thing is that I grew up within the hip hop culture. I think I said this before about the sense of like family, okay, Fast and Furious reference, but no, within family or within brotherhood or sisterhood, within the people that you grew up with, that you don't forget, just carrying those roots with you, it just means something. Okay, it means something to represent a crew, to represent your family, to represent like your nation, your country, or something like that. There's just some prevalence to that means so much more. And it's almost like Silvervale and Vebe, I wouldn't know, but they just don't care. They just like on their own or something. And I get it, they do what they want or something like that. I don't know if this isn't hot take. It's just my opinion. It could be a dumb opinion because I'm comparing within the hip hop culture, within the dance culture to the freaking Vshojo agency, which is a whole different, jar of paint. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just thinking like, do the people leaving Vshojo, do they even care about the person, or do they just don't like them altogether? Like definitely Vshojo gave them the allowance to actually leave, but just having this new one, Henya, like I just can't vibe with that kind of like, the same, like it feels samey. It feels like I've seen this before. It feels like the same thing when I look at Genshin, when I like it's just like, rinse and repeat. There's so many other people within the VTuber space that I feel like should be allowed within Vshojo. Like have somebody from another country or something, like with a different accent, or why does it have to be, especially for this character being like, like what Henya's Japanese, I believe, I guess. And it just feels, I don't know, feels samey. The same thing, I have the same complaints with some webtoons that are that are usually manhwas, because I'm like, oh god, okay, another Korean webtoon. We're gonna do this again, and it's just feel tiring, and it's sad because the story and the animation, it just looks so good, but it's strictly from Korea. I'm just like, can we just get something from, I don't know, from Denmark or something, from France, from Zimbabwe, from Africa, from Jamaica, from Brazil. Like, can we get something Western? Like, I would like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I get then again, hearing the Vince talk, you're just hearing my thoughts. That's all I'm saying. Animation news. We're going to animation news. I thought I was gonna dabble more within the gaming space, but I guess I didn't. But yeah, the Mario movie. I just recently saw it, and it was good. My goodness, there is so many ideas for the like newer upcoming Nintendo. Like people were saying, like, oh, the Nintendo. What is it? You got the MCU, and then now there's the NCU, the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, and man, there's so many ideas. I'm not a fan of Zelda. I would like a Zelda movie. I just want to see the reaction of the announcement of a Zelda movie, especially in the end credits. Oh, but of course, the end credits, and this is spoilers for the end credits for the Mario movie. A Yoshi movie? We're playing that safe? Why is Nintendo always playing it safe? I never understand that. They're always playing things safe. Like, this is like, I swear. They're, the restrictions that Nintendo has, that's a whole different bag of worms. But the freaking way they're just like, behind the times and playing it safe or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how they're like a competitor for, um, competitor for PlayStation, even though it used to be Xbox. But Xbox, Phil Spencer, like this whole thing about the apology, which I gave a poor like in depth of because I don't really care much about. I never grew up with Xbox. Now I'm trying to get into Xbox games a bit more. I'm trying to finish the Halo game, and man, that's a pain. Like, it's not an easy game to finish, but I'm trying to finish it. And yeah, it just seems like Xbox or Phil Spencer admits, or at least admits to be safe. And that's the thing about being safe, not being a competitor. Like, is that mean that Xbox is not going to make good games? I never understood their motives of actually going there, you know? But, and this is not about Xbox. I could, dabble a little bit more into that, or maybe other people are better, more knowledgeable, and actually giving their own opinions about the whole Xbox, and Phil Spencer's, I guess, uh, Phil Idubbz apology video or something. It just feels like another apology. What's up with all these apology videos? All these videos of just people being truthful. I hope I don't make a video where like, hey, listen, guys, listen, I don't know why, but I just feel like I need to come out to you and I show my face. No. There's no way I'm showing my face. I mean, unless I hit a 1 million subscribers. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, back to the Mario movie because I go off topic so often, That's the Vince Talk vibe. But yeah, I saw it. It was good. It was not the best. I wish God, I wish Bowser really finished that Peaches song. Peaches, it's not a musical, I get it, but it could have been cool if it was. But it could have done more with the movie. And people are saying, "Oh, Mario Kart the movie." And I'm just like, yeah, it's sort of like the Mario Karts are kind of like the main, you know, the main characters of the show. But it's like it's at least it's a good one for sure. The way they did it could be better than Fast and Furious for sure. I'm kidding. But yeah, it was good. And also the new episode for Hell of a Boss that just came out. I checked that out, and it was I listen. I was really thinking about giving my review for Hell of a Boss, but I just couldn't. I'm kind of late to it. I guess my brain just don't want to work like any content related stuff. It's like, nope, nope, Vince, nope, just take a break. Just don't think about this stuff. Just don't do it, especially for stuff that I like. Hello Boss, gaming, and also the webtoons that I read. I just don't feel like in a mood, and I started to realize that I just really don't feel like a mood to make any videos of anything. Why can't I just shut up and just enjoy it? But then my brain's telling me like, no, Vince, you gotta make it for content. You're a YouTuber. What are you doing, man? I don't know. Like it's like I kind of just really want to break. I feel like me, it's not necessary to actually make videos at all every weekend, but I do that because I try to actually get enough subscribers for the short amount of time or the short amount of time within a year. And either I'm doing a speed run or either I'm trying to achieve something that I can't reach. But man, this break wasn't good enough. I want to actually have a break where it's literally zero videos. But the thing is that I'm home. I got enough time to actually make videos, especially now since my exams are over. I got enough time to actually make a good amount of videos for sure, okay? But it's just, I don't know, it feels like I kind of want to break, you know? Like I'm starting to realize that, here I am. It's kind of like a person just going to like a certain section of, like entering in a tunnel. And actually in the end of the tunnel, the person's like, I think this is a bad idea. You know what I mean? That's what I'm starting to think of. Even though I don't think of YouTube being a bad idea. I don't think of doing these videos are a bad idea. It's the best idea. It's, forever the most best thing that ever happened to me. But there's times where I guess, quality means more than quantity. I guess that's what it really feels. Then again, I don't let my feelings in the way much because, I pretty much kind of move like that where I don't let my feelings get into the motives of like my work. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking. And that kind of like what happened, especially right now as I'm about to talk about later, Ladybug, Miraculous Ladybug. I never thought I would actually talk about this. It's kind of crazy that I'm in this field that I'm like, man, I want to take a break from YouTube. Let's talk about Miraculous Ladybug, a show that I'm just so tired of talking about when it was first released. You know what I mean? It's like, you see how my brain works within these videos? There's something going on, okay? I swear, I'm not going to make that video where, something's going on with me, guys. I don't know what to tell you, okay? In clickbait, it has a full-on scary title of just me, like, rethinking my life or something. Or at least my VTuber model rethinking of life or just an image of it. Yeah. All caps. I'm rethinking the channel. Yeah, so Miraculous Ladybug, I saw the new episode. I don't care much about reviewing Miraculous Ladybug, but this is the closest you're gonna get it because I did see it. I honestly have no idea what's happening in Miraculous Ladybug, but if you know Miraculous Ladybug, then you know what I'm talking about. Luca. They got rid of Luca. They got rid of Luca. Why did they do that? I love Luca. He's a good man. He's a good man, okay? I can see that boy doing big things. They just yeeted him. They yeeted him like they yeeted Chloe's freaking, like, humanity. Like, I swear with these shows sometimes, I don't know what's going on. But I feel like I should catch up and really know what's going on. Because Luca just, like, he's doing a tour with his father or something. So I guess we're not going to see him in a while. I don't know. That was a crazy episode, though. I really dig it. If you know, I know. I think it's called Declaration. Yeah. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. I'll see you when I see ya. I need a break. I really do. One love and a peace.